Good morning. First thing I would like to do is to take just a minute. Monday, November 11th is Veterans Day, and to just recognize and honor the veterans who have served our country. And I wanted to find out, are there any veterans in our room here this morning? If you could just raise your hand and we can see who you are, we'd like to give you recognition. All right, wonderful. So yeah, if you happen to see a veteran in the next few days, sometimes they're pretty obvious because they're wearing their ball caps. It says Vietnam on it or whatever, or just ask somebody, have you served our country? And if they have, thank them for their service and what they've done and the sacrifice that they've made on our behalf. The Master's Program, most of you know and hear, because you hear us every time we have a Barnabas group make a pitch about it, is a Christian leadership mentoring program that was started in 1997 by Bob Shank and myself and 60 other men at that time launched out on that 3-year journey together. And that program was designed to serve primarily marketplace leaders, and we soon found out that ministry leaders, pastors, parachurch leaders, were benefiting just as much from the Master's Program and needed the things that we were equipping and teaching them to do during that time. And the mission and the purpose of what we do is to help leaders define godly success in their personal life, in their marriage and family, in their career and finances, and ultimately get clarity and focus about what their unique kingdom calling is. So when they're doing things for the kingdom, they can be doing the stuff that God has really wired them and given them a passion to do, and they can see the greatest return for their investment of their time and their resources. A really cool thing, in 2015, 4 years ago, we expanded our territory of the folks we serve, and we started our Adopt a Warrior program for both active duty military and also for retired military. And many of these men and women, as you know, that are in the military come with a lot of brokenness in their lives from things that they've experienced, not only out there in deployments, but also in their marriages that are tough. And they are looking, once they get out of the military, they're thinking about, how can I find another mission in life? How can I find a purpose? How can I find a band of brothers that I can do life with? Because this is what I've been doing for 4 years, 10 years, whatever it happens to be, and this is how they operate. I think this is how we should all operate. And so the Master's Program delivers on that. That is what we do in helping leaders. I don't care if you're in the marketplace, if you are a ministry leader, you're a senior pastor of a 5,000-member church, whatever it happens to be, or you're a military vet, man or woman, what we do is going to serve you and equip you to be a better kingdom servant. What started in 2015 with just a handful of leaders, we had 4 or 5 military folks that were sponsored by our alumni who paid for them to go through the 3-year program, has now expanded to 136 warriors in the program, 26 of which have graduated. And I got to tell you, we have seen God do some incredible, amazing things in the hearts and lives of these people as He's got a hold of them and caused them to see what it is their next assignment would be. And I could tell you stories up here for quite a while. We've got some of these guys in the room who've birthed and launched ministries and are doing things. They're not standing still. They're in the game, and they want to see results in their lives, and they're serious about this. So they're some of our best participants, and it's great to be in a room if you're in a master's class. If you haven't been in one, you need to check it out and get in there and be alongside some of these military folks. They're sharp, they're bright, they're disciplined. You can learn from them big time. So I guess my question for you at the end here is just, what are you doing to ensure that you finish well? What are you doing to stay in the game? I don't care if you've been a Christian 3 months, 3 years, 30 years. We can always do more. And it's easy to kind of coast and get on the status quo, but do you want to be sharpened? Do you want to be challenged? Do you want to be encouraged? Do you want to find a new band of brothers, men or women, that you can do life with and you can be producing fruit that is going to last for all of eternity? Then you need to check out the Master's Program. I know you hear this all the time, but talk to anybody in here who's been in the program and you will discover that it has been a tremendous influence on their lives. If you look on page 2 of your handout, and then I'm going to be done, there's an introductory flyer for a briefing that we're going to be having on January 24th at the Pacific Club for 90 minutes. Come do breakfast, find out about it, and then we invite you to come back and spend the first day and take the test drive of the Master's Program to see if it's a place that God would have you to be. Thanks.
I've been through the master's program twice, and believe me, I would highly recommend it. It's something that you're going to use a lot. Now, I had to go through it because I was remedial. I want you to know that, but it is a great, great program.